Hi everyone, good morning to you. I hope everything is fine. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for joining me live today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for um always present for every session we ever had. Thank you. Um um I'm trying as much as Yomi. Um Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me live today. I appreciate your presence. I thank you for your time. Um, Today, we're going to be talking about the pressure to succeed. And this is not my opinion, this is basically from the book In Slowness of Praise. In Praise of Slowness, rather. Forgive me. So, I I just want you to know that I appreciate your presence. Um, Share with your friends, put it on your WhatsApp status. Try as much as you can to participate. If you want to, should you want to join, please just let me know so that we can actually get this started. Um, Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence. I do not take this for granted. So, thank you again. Book now and save up to 25%. So we're going to give about 5 minutes grace before people come in. And I just want you all to know that I do not take this for granted, like I always say. So this is really, really important to me. So thank you. Just while we wait for others to come in, I woke up feeling blessed. That's my key. Gotta shake. We'll be doing this just for like 5 minutes. Then afterwards, we'll continue. Ain't no frown gonna steal my day. I'ma move this joy my way. Got that rhythm in my bones. Slide like butter, that southern tone. Fire in the pocket, horns on fire. We gon' lift this whole place higher. Good, don't fight it. Let that groove ignite it. We ain't just moving feet. We're raising a room. Now everybody in the sky. Give us a room. Do it with soul. Do it with style. Clap your hands. Make it worthwhile. Step to the beat. Don't slow down. Keep your joy. Keep your ground. Do it with soul. Do it with pride. Family around. Choir on your side. Bless. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. We just need about 5 minutes, then we'll get it started with. Grandma smiling, she moving too. Little ones dancing with peanut butter hands. Pops on the grill with the spatula stand. No stage, no show, just live in a groove. In that rhythm hit, we all improve. Baseline walking, horns reply. Got the choir singing, we alive. If you feel that heat, don't hide it. That's all, don't fight it. From the back row down to the crowd, let me hear y'all sing. Hi, Molo. Thank you for joining. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Blessed. Emmanuel, I see you. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Thank you for joining my session today. Thank you so much. We just have like 2 more minutes, then we can get this started with. Today we are going to be talking about the pressure to succeed. And I'm going to be taking my cue from this book. And I think this is very, very important so that we don't have to get ourselves confused about the type of drama that is ongoing right now about how we have to live our life. And I will share a personal story with us today. I hope it's not just to get us to a point where we would know that I think everybody will still be okay at the end of the day. It just depends on the steps that we take, how far we have come, and the people that we surround ourselves with. And I think that is very, very instructing in this subject that we are having today. So, how was your week? How has been your day? So far, so good. For those that are joining me from other parts of the world, Ghana, Russia, Jamaica, South Africa. I have people from Ghana. I have people from Kenya, Tanzania, and I have someone from Bangladesh. Actually, this is the 4th time he's joining me live. How have you been? What's up with you? Hope you had a great week, and I hope you're looking forward to a very awesome and powerful weekend. So, without further ado, again, I would like to give just 1 more minute grace so that by 10:05 we can hit the ground running. And if that's okay by you, just give me 1 second. Adana, thank you for joining. For my guys over here on the other platform, you're from California. Thank you so much. Telma Monk. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. This means a lot to me. I say it all the time that I don't see numbers. I see people. God bless child. In this world, this borderlessness world that we find ourselves right now, if you have 5 people on your life or you have 10 people, honestly, just imagine them in terms of people, because that is the most critical thing. If you don't have 10, there are churches who don't even have 50 people. How much more you're having over 200, 300 people live? That's a privilege right there that one shouldn't take for granted. So I said all of that to say thank you to you. I'll go through the list very quickly of the people who have joined. Yomi, thank you for always standing by. I appreciate it. Samura, thank you. Kenta, Naomi, thank you so much. God bless child. Adana, Samuel Bank, Rory, thank you for joining me. Blessed. Emmanuel, I see you. Yomi, thank you again. Naomi, yes. Please kindly share this link. Let people know what's going on right now. I think it's very important. Jackie, thank you for joining me. Jeffrey, thank you. Just give me that 1 minute to just do this shout out and get it out of the way. I hope that's fine. So, again, thank you so much. So, and this is the most important thing for me in this time. And I think this is just very critical for me. So, thank you. XX Money, thank you for joining me. Ain't got time for window dressing. Just trying to keep my soul in. Thelma, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been running hard, feet on fire, dreams and duty. Andre, thank you for joining me. Andre, where are you joining me from? Please let me adjust the lights very, very quickly. Don't grow weary in well-doing. Get those problems off your chest. Cast your cares on my shoulders. And I'll give you rest. I'll give you rest. These bills don't pay themselves. Thank you. Adana, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. I woke up feeling blessed. That's my cue. Gotta shake. I woke up feeling blessed. I like that. Ain't no frown gonna steal my day. I'ma move this joy. Samuel, thank you. Got that rhythm in my bones. Slide like butter, that southern tone. Fire in the pocket, horns on fire. We gon' lift this whole place higher. Good, don't fight it. Let that groove ignite it. We ain't just moving feet. We're raising a room to everybody in the spot. Give us a room. All right, so good morning once again. Thank you for joining me, and I really appreciate your presence. About 6 months ago, I came across this book. I really don't buy books just at my discretion. I buy books through 3 methods. When I'm listening, when I go for conferences online, and any facilitator talks about a particular book, I put it down and I try to buy. I don't buy because I just wanted to improve the quality of my library. I buy simply because I wanted to get more from what the facilitator is saying. So 6 months ago, I joined a particular program. Tony Robbins was talking about the book. And when he said in praise of slowness, how a worldwide movement is changing the cult of speed. Speed wants to kill people in America. Then he extended it to other parts of the world. He started talking about people who are in Africa and some other parts of the continent, And that really gave me a thought to think about how I've been able to manage the pressure that I had once in my life. Until recently that I just felt I'm not one of those that will say what would be, because I know very well that what will be will not be. You have a role to play in what or the outcome of your life. But this is very instructive when I started reading this book. And I got to understand that have you ever felt like you are moving too fast? Like you are always rushing. You feel like you are behind. You are always tired. So we are going to be diving into the most challenging thing that looks like it's really, really difficult. We are going to be breaking down why slowing down is not laziness. Sometimes it can be strategy, and how to manage your time accordingly, So, in a way of starting, if I really wanted to ask you, have you ever felt like you are behind before? Please, if you want to join me live, indicate and I'll bring you up as quickly as possible, as fast as possible. We are not going to waste time. I can assure you that. So when I was going through this book, the book was talking about the pressure that life by itself has put on us, and how the onus is on you to not overwork yourself, so that you will be able to at least come out of that drama or out of that problem with something that is tangible and reasonable at the end of the day. When I saw that, I started thinking about how I got to the university and how I really wanted to get out and do something with my life. How I just wanted to make something out of my emotions, and how the quest to succeed, the pressure to get a job on time, the pressure to be better than my friends, or at least at my own pace. Let me just move on with what I have, So, what has it been like for you? What has it been like for you? How has your progress been like? Because I eventually realized that fast is not always progress. You can be fast and jump the gun. You can be fast and get out of a purpose that God has actually put you. Sometimes your personal experience will become a ministry in your life later. I was listening to someone this morning on YouTube, and he said he is grateful that his life went through that dimension, because all those experiences are the things that he is using now to coach people, to train people about some areas of his life. And I kind of understand that. I know 1 or 2 things about delay. I know 1 or 2 things about not succeeding on time. That's a very careless way to put it. I know 1 or 2 things about not blooming on time. Some people are early achievers, whatever they lay their hands on, they just get it done as quickly as possible. For some reason, everything just works out for them. It's not because you've done something wrong. It's not because it looks like you have done something unimaginable. I do not think so. I think life just has a way of presenting different scenarios to your hands, depending on your background, depending on providence, and some other things that you have all by yourself. The point I'm making is, when things are not going according to the way you plan it, what are your reactions? What do you do? What is the state of your mind? When things don't go the way you plan, how do you react? Do you think someone is responsible? Do you think, oh, if I'd come from a better background, maybe I will not be experiencing this? This is what I want to find out before we proceed. So if you don't mind, in the comment section, if you really want to join me, I don't mind. But if you want to put your thoughts down in the comment section, I think we should just do it. What do you do? How do you process delay? When you have delay, how do you process it? Because Carl said that as far as he's concerned, if he experiences delay, there are protocols and processes that he follows. And I felt, okay, that's Carl. It made sense. Some of the things he said made sense to me, which I will share with you. But how do you cope with delay when things are not working the way you really want it to work? Especially when people are succeeding around you. I told us in one of my videos that the success of other people does not mean you are failing. But if everybody is succeeding around you and it looks like you are not moving, pressure comes in. How do you handle that? Have you ever experienced that before? If you have, what did you do? How did you come to a point where you know that, you know what, I've put in my best, and if my best is bringing this type of result, I will hold on. Maybe there is a lesson that I need to learn. One day, I'm going to share my story about my current experience, which is not mature yet, and that's why I'm holding on. But I know one or two things about delay and how I want something to work as quickly and as fast as possible, which I'm unable to do because it's out of my control. Let me go to the comment section to see what we have, if anybody is actually again, kindly help me share this to your WhatsApp page. Invite other people to come in. This will really, really help me, and this will be really, very helpful for me. So if you don't mind, oh, Naomi, thank you. I'm encouraging you to share your live and invite more friends. Let's just sit down and deal with this together. All right? Okay. Sorry, I'm going through this section. Let me see if anyone has said anything. I do not want to miss any comments in this session today. So give me 1 second. Mama Peking, thank you for joining me. You win. Thank you for joining. Help me share to other people. Okay, so Tayo has joined. Let me see if I could bring you in, because I know you requested for. Now I cannot make this mistake. It's not possible. I practiced it. So give me 1 second. I remember before I gained admission to the university, I had some very serious delay. Thank God that my classmates or my schoolmates is actually live with me right now. I wasn't one of those guys that passed exam just one time. I would either do it 2 or 3 times before I passed. It took me time to realize that it does not mean that I'm not smart, because when I eventually got to the university, oh my God, I was in charge. Like, I held it down. I ruled my session. And this is not in any way, I'm not being puffed up right now. I'm telling you that the delay that I got made me so mature that when I was dealing with my professors in the university, they didn't see me as students, even though they deal with me as students, but they believe what I have to say. They have 1 or 2 things they listen, like they take counsel. You will have no idea of what I'm talking about right now, but I can assure you that delay that you are going through right now, that you have right now, by the time things start working out, you will be shocked. You'll be surprised. I have to go, sorry, but I'll be sure to join your next stream. Oh, that's fine, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for that courtesy. I appreciate that. Moto, yo, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for joining me. All right. So, what do you think? How did you handle a particular type of setback? What did you do? How did it go? Because Carl is he argues that speed is almost becoming like a cult. Like people have to succeed by all means. And it is destroying our creativity, it is destroying our health, it is destroying our relationship and our sense of purpose. Some people took a job that they don't want to take because they cannot afford to just wait around. When I finished from the university, I I I had to take one of my dad's property and I started teaching people how to play the piano. I started a music school because I have a friend that went for a banking interview and he got approved. He got the interview done and he got a job like almost less than 6 months after our NYSC. And that brought a lot of pressure to my life. Because this guy, I'm sure if he's live, he will know he's the one I'm talking about. I was a popular guy in school. I was the president of my look. A lot of people know me back in school. This guy was one of the people that follows me. He helps me to pick up assignments. He helps me to make announcements and stuff like that. We roll like that. Then he got a job. He didn't just get a job, he got a job in the banking industry. That gave me a lot of pressure. And I was questioning why I'm so slow with my life. And nothing was happening. If you have ever experienced that, I brought Tayo up right now. I don't know if you are up for this discussion, but let me hear your perspective, Tayo. Tayo, are you there?
Yes, good morning. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, so
Mrs.
onto
Soni,
the
I see
topic, I
you.
think, I think, I think, like you rightly said, right? All fingers are not equal. Some people are just destined to, try things once and they get it, and some people they're just destined to just wait. And it's not because you're not smart. It's not because you're dull. It's just what fate has in store for you. But I think, for me, I'm also one of those people that don't get things once. I don't. I mean, I had planned my life. Oh, I'm going to get married at 26. I'm going to have all my kids before 30. I'm going to have my PhD by 30. And I'm sure God was just looking at me and laughing like, look at this guy. Sure you get, you know. But then again, I think the most important thing is, I think in every delay, right? There's always a lesson to be learned. And I think the most important thing, when you're going through that phase, if you happen to be one of those people who goes through those phases of delay, is to like what lesson is in this that I need to learn, because it's always going to be a teachable moment for people behind you. You're not going to be the only person to experience it. People coming from behind you would definitely experience it, and that's for sure. So the most important thing for me is, what's the lesson in this delay? While I'm waiting to get what I want to get, what lesson do I need to learn? Do you understand? Because
Yes.
I would need to teach this to people that are coming behind me. That's very necessary. So
Yes.
I need to be patient to learn that lesson in this. And secondly, being optimistic. Some people just assume that, oh, because they are going through delays, then they just give up on life and all of that. That's not true. I think there needs to be that key understanding that not everyone will get things at once. You understand? Not everyone is going to get it, but the most important thing is being optimistic while you're waiting, and not killing yourself with negative thoughts. Oh, I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think life is fair to me. I don't think this, I don't think that. I think a lot of people just just weigh themselves down because of the negativity that they're going through, or because of the delay. Let me not use the word negativity. Because of the delay that they're going through. A lot of people just put themselves down. A lot of people do not look at the big picture. Like, okay, what's there to learn in this situation that I'm going through right now? What can I bring out to teach other people that are coming behind me that would go through similar situations? Because the truth is, a lot of the things that we enjoy in the world today did not come at once. The Tesla that a lot of people drive today, that guy failed so many times.
Yes.
I think he almost went bankrupt, if I'm correct. The electricity we see today, a lot of people, the developers tried multiple times and failed, but they didn't give up. So I think that's just my take on this.
Thank you, Tayo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have a couple of examples that I'm not going to be able to use until the time is right. But when I was going through a particular situation, I was thinking, could it be that this experience, I needed to have it for future sake, or I'm going to stand a unique position where I'll be able to address a set of people concerning this subject later. Dr. Olumide Emmanuel brilliantly said it. He said, sometimes your purpose is born out of struggle, something that you've struggled with. Like, for example, he said someone who has lost money before, someone who has done or who has gone left for a very long time. You've made mistakes with your life, you were able to turn back and come back. You were able to buy time for some reason, and things ended up working out for you, that you will realize that it is possible for you to talk to someone in such a way that they will feel you and they can tell that this is coming from the place of honesty. In order for us not to digress too much, in case there is a young person here, young, like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and you're trying to figure out yourself, you're trying to, what happens to me after school? What's going to happen? Like, the message from this book, I will explain it. Not necessarily what I didn't buy everything that was said in this book, because I feel like there is a degree of aggression that you need to have concerning your life in some aspect. But he was emphasizing that when you are fast, sometimes it's not summing up to progress. That you are very fast does not mean you are actually progressing. So for young people that feels like life is a competition, is trying to say, if you graduate early, you're getting rich early, you want to succeed early, that pressure will make you miss a lot of things. It will make you miss a lot of things. And that as an adult also, in fact, I bookmarked a particular section that I wanted to read to us today. A couple of them, but this one, it says, the pressure to finish first leaves too little time for quality control. The pressure to finish first, the pressure, the anxiety to finish first leaves little time for quality control. Another part says that the pressure to finish first makes you to miss a lot of other fantastic things that are going on in your life, and you are not paying attention to them because your eyes are set at a particular goal, and that will make you to miss other very fantastic opportunities around you, things that are actually working. So he's suggesting that, why don't you slow down? Why don't you realize that that also will still be done? I tell my wife all the time that I know this too shall pass. Then I will remind her of a situation we once had and how that problem got solved. Sometimes you don't even remember that the problem is over, and I use that to encourage us so that we can also know that this too shall pass. But the pressure to succeed, is it actually bad or wrong in the first place? Because if we talk about pressure, nobody wants to be a mediocre. We don't want to live a life of mediocrity in a situation where we will just sit down and what will be, will be. You know what? I've done my best. I will just sit down. You didn't get more education. You didn't move out of that city. If I did not move out of Ibadan, I was born in Lagos. My dad retired, my parents, everybody, we moved to Ibadan. And when we got to Ibadan, beautiful place, awesome and amazing place. Affordable, quiet, there is no noise, it's not crazy. But if I had stayed back in Ibadan, I don't know what my life will have been right now. I'm trying to let you know that I agree that there is a dimension or there is a place of you nudging yourself. Don't just sit down and be complacent about how everything is going, right? And it was from there that I went to Port Harcourt, and thank God for how we all turned out to be, right? So, but Carl said fast is not always progress. He argues that slower sometimes is intentional and it will bring deep progress to you. That's one of the things that he said. He also said that sometimes if things are too fast, you will not have time to process and articulate other opportunities that are around you right now. So he said your mind can create dream or think clearly when you are constantly not multitasking. That you'll be able to think clearly, you'll be able to think through a solution, a problem for a solution that is going to come within you. That you'll be able to think better. But when you are pressured and you are multitasking, you will not be able to solve problems faster. You will have a lot of anxiety. And I think for me, I don't actually like anxiety. That's why I don't complain about money. I don't complain. And some people misunderstood the fact that, oh, I really don't like complaining about money or saying I don't have. And it's not true. It's just because I know that it's anxiety and I really don't function well if I'm anxious. You know what I mean? If you are too fast, you will not make wise decisions. And that's not my opinion. We all know that already. This is coming from Carl. Carl said, you will not make wise decisions if you are too fast. So that every decision you are making should be able to reduce your anxiety. And this especially is important for young adults who is battling with the pressure that comes and information that comes with social media. When I finished high school or when I finished preschool or whatever they call it, when we start singing, God be with you till we meet again. In my time, I don't know about now, it is really God be with you till we meet again. Because there was no social media. There are people from my primary school, even secondary school, that I don't even know where they are. I don't even think I will ever see them for the rest of my life. Because at the time, there was no social media. So whether they are succeeding exceedingly well, I don't know, and I don't care. So I don't have any point or standing point. I don't have any comparison. I don't have anything to compare myself with. I'm talking about then. Unlike now, any little thing, you've put it on Facebook, you've put it on social media platform, and you have it's a type of pressure. I told us a couple of weeks ago that there was a journal and they realized that a particular social media platform is actually a platform that breeds envy, jealousy, and anxiety. Envy, jealousy, and anxiety. So while you are minding your business, you are done with school, you have not gotten a job yet, you are still living in your parents' house, they are still giving you some type of stipends or pocket money, as we call it in Nigeria, and you are just minding your business, hoping that the best would happen, going for interviews and all of that. All of a sudden, you pick up your phone, you're scrolling through this social media platform, and boom! The guy that used to take your notes, the guy that used to carry your bags, or the guy that you used to train or teach when you're on campus, he just bought his second house. He has his second child. He's doing a video from Paris. He's in France. He traveled to Dubai the other time. He bought a Gucci belt, he put it on Facebook. And you won't blame anybody to do nothing. The point I'm making is, how do you handle that? That back in the day, no pressure. I don't know what's going on with anybody, and I'm just minding my business. Because whether you like it or not, some people have just gone ahead of you, and there's nothing you can do to that. Some people have just gone ahead of me. There's nothing I can do to that. I have a guy, when I was finishing from school, his dad was the SSG. What's SSG again? uh, state secretary, secretary of secretary to the state government. Yes, in his state, his dad was SSG. They came in with different cars. He's balling. Any holidays we have, he travels, he does all of that, and it was a pressure, but it was a manageable one because we don't see. So I'm not going to be sitting down here to pretend as if I don't know that you don't feel pressured, no matter how much you want to control yourself. If you go on that social media platform and you cannot control what people post, so what do I recommend? That's the next dimension that we are going to. But before we go there, um, how much time do you have to build, or do you have to invest into a relationship before it grows? You cannot meet someone today and expect this body relationship to just happen all of a sudden. So friendship and relationships are often rushed, they are inconsistent because you have not invested time. So Carl is recommending that you should listen better, you should connect deeply by slowing down, understand people fully, build real love and real community, because what you are looking for can actually come from that connection. That progress that you think you don't have yet, it is possible that that breakthrough comes from this particular set of people. So that going fast will make you increase your stress. Basically, it will make you increase your stress, and it will give you this mental fatigue, and at the end of the day you will realize that you have not been able to do much. So he said, in slowing down, what's the first thing that you need to do? That you need to build a strong mental habit. Build a strong mental habit. Build a very strong mental habit. Acknowledge that your life is also good. Acknowledge that you are doing very well. And don't be pressured by the success of other people. About 4 years ago, I connected with a friend that we finished from the university. And he was telling me about our other friend who has houses. I'm telling you, no jokes. No jokes. I don't know where he got his money from. I know he's articulate. I know he knows what he's doing. But he has a house in London. He verifiable, showing me pictures and how he travels the world. I know he has houses in almost like 5 countries. Then he has real estate. He has an estate back home. And I'm like, wait, we finished from school 2009. Where did he go to? How much did he, like, what kind of job did he get? He has a house in Liverpool. He has 2 houses in London. Just there already. They said he has a house somewhere in Baltimore in America. He has a house in Dubai. And I'm no jokes. And the guy was giving me details. And I'm like, how is this even possible? I quickly reminded myself that the success of other people does not mean you are failing, right? Then the second part that really made sense to me is a word that I heard from one of my mentors. He said, check this out. This is really nice. You like it. He said, once your definition of success are material things, once your definition of, the only way you can say this person is succeeding are simply because of the material things that he has, he said you are likely to steal. Once your definition of success are material things, you are likely to steal. Once you think, when they say someone is successful, it is measured by the number of cars, measured by the number of houses that he has built, measured by the number of countries he has traveled to, measured by the bank account, the money in his bank account, that once your definition of success is wrapped up and defined inside this envelope, he said you are likely to steal. You now wonder why pressure is so much on youths and young adults. You now wonder why everybody wants to just succeed by all means necessary. Nobody wants to control their speed. Nobody wants to what extent? When are you going to stop? When Yoruba will say, "Ontawo mi oto, mafi gogofa." In other words, whatever that I am unable to reach, even when I'm stretching, I will use any means necessary to catch it. Any means necessary. People go to jail when it becomes any means necessary. If you live in a country that has law and order, like the United States of America, you will go to jail. It's just a matter of time, because you will eventually make it, but you'll be having a different version of making it. And I think this is very, very important for us. Once your definition of success and material things, the amount of money that you have, people are pressured by designers, my God, by the amount of Gucci bags that you have, all those designer bags. I don't want to mention names. I just want to keep the community simple, and I don't want to what's the word? I don't want to go against any policy and principles on these platforms. Okay, so but the rule is that once your definition of success and material things, you will steal. When you steal, you are destroying some people's life. And when you destroy people's life, you will get caught. And when you get caught, you will go to jail. Release that pressure. Release that pressure from yourself right now. The world may be rushing you, but you don't have to surrender to it. And this is very informative for me also. I want to live in a nice house. I want to drive the best of cars. I want to have so much money in my account. And I know these things will still happen. There was a time I used to think, when will I ever be able to buy a car? When will I ever be able to do the things that I want to do? When will I ever be able to take care of my parents? Not because they are suffering. I just love them so much that I feel like I should be able to start giving them something now. All that pressure is gone, because I realize that success takes time. Oh God of heaven, it takes time to succeed. It's like building wealth. You cannot compare yourself with someone who got a job 20 years ago and you that just started today. I joined a program yesterday evening, and the guy was saying, everybody you want to hire right now to your job wants to steal your money. They want to take your money because basically they don't have any other thing to do than to live your life. Your life, go, 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 go. That's the one they want to live. I said in one of my videos that people don't want what you give them. They want what you have. Do you know how wicked that is? People don't want what you give them, but they want the one that you have. That's what they want. And I don't think that's fair. We really have to slow down. We need to learn how to choose our own pace. We need to... I have a friend in North Dakota right now. He used to be a roommate when we just came into the US back then. And he's doing his PhD, fully funded. In fact, he gets paid and all. And I'm like, oh my God, people, I'm so jealous of you right now. We spent almost 2 hours discussing this, because I did a video earlier that week where I was talking about jealousy. And I was talking about jealousy is intense affection for what does not rightfully belong to you. And he was proving that you can be jealous and not be evil. Like envy and jealousy are two striking things, and it's true, but he's saying that, okay, then there are few things that I love about your life that I don't have, and I'm jealous. But I'm not jealous to the point that I'm so satanic or I'm evil about it. I'm jealous because I work towards getting this done. And I told him that, look, I'm jealous of you also. You woke up one day and you left California, you went to North Dakota, and you started your PhD program. I couldn't do that because I have other circumstances that will defile me or make me step back from taking that decision. Am I going to do PhD? Oh, I already started. But the point is, he's almost rounding off. So you cannot, we always just be at the middle, basically. In every situation you find yourself, some people have just gone ahead of you. Some people are living your life right now. They will do anything to live your life. And there are those who are looking up to living your life. So the law says that this is life right now. Some people are here, some people are at the middle, and some people are at the bottom line. So that if you find yourself here, the policy says that, to be honest with you, everybody is here. The people you are looking up to, that you think their lives are better, they also have people that they are looking up to because they want to improve the quality of their lives. So it says that, look, just do your best to enjoy your moment right now. That don't rush and don't run faster than your shadow. Choose your pace, design your life, because slowness has its own capacity, it has its own power. the power to live smart and not be stressed. Let me go through our comment section. If you have any question, please kindly leave it. If you want to come live, this will be very, very important. If you want to come live, please let me know. Leave me a message and I will send you an invitation. I'm going through the comment section. Give me a second, please. Liz, thank you for joining. Ido, thank you for joining. Lopez, okay, Liz Lopez, thank you. Hey baby, thank you for joining. Emmanuel, thank you. Julio, thank you. Okay, thank you for joining. If you have any comments, please let me know. If you want to join live, I will also. Brooklyn, thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. What else? Okay, I just want to be sure I'm not missing any question. Okay. The pressure to finish first gives less time for quality control. Yes, the pressure to finish first gives less time for quality. And I know why you repeated that. You're an engineer and you know what quality control is. So I know definitely what you're doing. Thank you for repeating that. Thank you. Thank you so much. So how do you escape the pressure to rush? Question. How do you escape that pressure? How do you escape that pressure that you have to rush everything that you have? How do you escape it? How do you escape that overwhelming pressure that is always making you to, like, it feels like you are behind and you just want to get out as quickly as possible? What do you do? How do you escape that pressure? You feel like you are late, you feel like you are behind, you are hustling out yourself and you are burning out, and you're just trying to get out of things. How do you escape that pressure? How do you escape that pressure? Anyone? If you have anything to say, please, I'm all ears. Before I proceed, I don't want to do the whole talking by myself. Tayo, thank you for joining early. I'll wait for like another 30 seconds, then I'll proceed, because I'm going to be taking my cue from the book now, what the book says about the pressure to finish quickly, the pressure to finish fast, the pressure to finish feeling like you are successful or you are better than the other. Even Bible said they that compare themselves with themselves are not wise. Bible says you are not smart if you are comparing yourself with another person. And that is very, very instructing for me. So do not compare yourself. It is very, very wrong. You will be running faster than your shadow. Sometimes slowness is just not an option. You just cannot afford it. This is coming from Tayo. He said slowness is not an option because sometimes you cannot afford it. You cannot afford it. If you are getting out of school, you've not gotten a job. Yes, because there's a perspective to that. Will you keep waiting to get a job? Are you not going to just step out and go do something more meaningful with your life? If you have to go learn a job, if you have to, instead of comparing yourself and just sitting down, not knowing what to do, that you should move on. You should just go ahead and do something. Let me ask you, what area of your life feels too fast right now or feels too slow right now? What area of your life feels too slow right now? What area do you think is too slow right now? Like you feel like I should be more than this. You feel like, I think at my age, and that's one of the mistakes that we make. We just appropriate a level of success to age and what we are actually supposed to be by 30. Like Tayo said earlier, that you thought, yes, by 30 I should have my PhD, I should have like 3 kids, I should be married, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and all of that. And I know that, especially when others are getting it done. So sometimes you don't want, you cannot afford it truly, because this is looking like, please, I don't know what is going to happen. What do you have to do? How can I stop comparing myself? How can I stop comparing my life to others? Because comparison is a trap, is a speed trap. It will make you trap yourself. And you cannot do that. When you compare because you feel you are late, you need to slow your expectation down because your time will still come. Just keep doing the right thing. Keep studying, keep getting engagement, keep talking. It's like building social media platform. It's like building social media platform. It takes time. Some of these things just take time. And I don't know why, but life just has a way of making things work in at its own time. And I know there is a God factor in this also. Everyone's timeline is different. Social media will show you the highlights, but not the reality, really. So slow growth is still a real growth. It is slow and steady. Oh, then I think I'll take that because your life has its own pace. Nobody else should be your competitor. So you need to acknowledge that everybody's timeline is different. That is the first thing that you need to do. Then the second thing you need to do is to build that discipline. Build the discipline to build from where you are. Discipline is not running fast. You have to slow down. It just shows that you are showing a degree of consistency. Small routines, if it is 10-minute habit that you have to build just to get you out of your current behavior. And you have an accountability partner, someone who is checking you up, someone who is making sure that I think we are moving somewhere. I think something is coming. I think something is coming. And anything, that's the next one, that is distracting you. Block every distraction because this is destiny sensitive. Block every distraction. Carl said that in his book, that you need to block distraction. Block distraction. Whatever that constitutes nuisance or that constitutes distraction, you need to block it right away. And this is very, very critical. So instead of you burning out, that block distraction. Again, he said that you should choose progress over perfection. In my video, when I was inviting us for this live, I said some people are just swelling. There is swelling and there is growth. Swelling is sudden, it is painful, it is very uncomfortable, but growth is progressive. It doesn't happen at once, right? So he said that you should choose progress over perfection. Choose progress over perfection. So slow will last longer than fast intensity. So it's like the wealth. It's like the family that you build from the scratch. It will grow, but it will grow steadily. However, it will last longer compared to something you are just doing inconsistently and all. There are so many stories we can say to this. As we are rounding off, if you are burnt out from anxiety, from the success of people around you, everybody is successful. Everybody is doing something very fantastic with their lives, and it looks like you're not making headway. What do you do? How do you fix that burnout? You don't fix burnout by resting for one day. You don't just sit down and say, what will be, will be. I believe that I'll be fine. I believe that I'll be okay. And what is mine will not go past me. No. You need to change your association. Change your relationship. Change your relationship. If you want to be, don't be the smartest person in the room. Don't be, I told you once, if 1,000 fools are clapping for you, even you, that means you are not far from them. You need to change your association. Don't be the smartest person in the room. You are in the wrong room because the goal is to be better, right? So if you are feeling stuck right now, change your association. Your relationship is the first thing that God uses to change people's perspective, change people's life. I came to the United States through information from a friend. I came in as a student. I would have come in as a visitor, and that would have given my life some type of stress. But I came into the United States through a friend who gave me vital information, absolutely phenomenal information that changed my life. If I didn't have him as a friend, I will not have that information. The point I'm making is you need to find a way to change your association. Don't surround yourself with people that you are better than. It's wrong. It's really wrong. You won't be able to do much with your life. And I know it's not convenient. You've known them forever. Some will even kick against it. Some will say, why are you not coming to look for me? How come we are the one looking for you? They will do all kinds of stuff. But guess what? Your life deserves that level of attention. You need to break away from any relationship that is not productive, any relationship that is leading you backward, any relationship that is taking you back to where you want to live, any relationship that is getting you to do the things that you don't want to do. Get out of it. Get out. I don't care whose horses is God's. You need to get out because you need to do something faster with your life. The first thing that you need to do is to change your association. Change your association. The book recommends the second one. It said sometimes you need to change your location. Your location. We are applying the process of slowness. Sometimes your location can be the reason why things are slow. He said you need to change your location. There's nothing wrong moving in with someone who understands a time frame. Hey, I want to come to California and I'm going to be with you for just 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, I believe I'll get a job. Where I am, I don't think I'm making so much out of my life. Oh, I live in Ibadan right now. I want to come to Port Harcourt. I want to live in Lagos. You need that soft landing initially to get things done. So it says you need to change your location. Your location is very, very important. My friend said your location can dislocate you. That's not my opinion. He said it publicly in one, maybe like 5 years ago. We were at the church and he was giving a charge and he said, location can dislocate you. If you are in the wrong location, you will be dislocated, basically. Dislocation, you will become immobile. There is a place you will get to, you will not be able to move forward with your life because you are in the wrong crowd. Change location. Change location. Sometimes changing your location can be the only factor that is holding you back. An engineer who studied petroleum engineering that lives in a local area where there is no petroleum industry, there is nothing like engineering firm around there, you should know. Wisdom should tell you that changing location is the first thing that you need to do. People don't know that where you live has a very strong impact on how your life will turn out. Maybe we'll get to do that some other time, but changing your location is something that is very critical and it is very, very important. And the next thing, in case you are feeling behind, you feel like things are not really working and the pressure is getting to you. Carl said, first of all, you need to acknowledge that you are the one that put yourself on time. I don't completely agree. He said, there is no universal timeline for when you are supposed to buy a house. There is no universal timeline for when you are supposed to buy your first car. There is no universal timeline for when you are supposed to get your second job or your 6th-degree job. There is no universal timeline for when you are supposed to get married. That there is no universal time for when you are supposed to have a child. That is Carl talking. I do not agree, but I understand the concept because there are some things that are directly proportional with growth, with your age and all of that. Someone said, I don't want to drive a Ferrari at 70. Because what are you doing with Ferrari at 70? I should drive Ferrari in my 30s. Unfortunately, I don't have Ferrari even in my 30s. You know, I don't even want Ferrari. But the point is saying is that there are times that if you pass that season of your life, you may not adequately enjoy those things as much as you would because you are functioning outside the calendar of time, you know. So I do not agree, but I owe it to you to explain what the book says. The book says there is no universal timeline, that you are the one that put yourself on timeline. I'm seeing a purposeful person who says, I'm going to finish my PhD before I'm 45. That is me telling myself, I am going to complete my PhD before I turn 45, or at least on my 45th birthday. That's a dream. And there's nothing wrong about dreaming. And that is very, very important. So don't tell me that the timeline, that I'm the one, that universe did not give me timeline. If universe did not give me timeline, I want to give myself timeline. If universe does not give timeline, I want to give myself timeline so that I can measure my progress. And that's the next thing I wanted to say. It said it is not all that bad, that you should learn how to measure your progress. What was last year like for you? What is this year? As long as you don't have a better yesterday, that even in your slowness, supposedly, you are still moving forward. And I think I will end with this. And I think this is very critical. Learn how to what? Measure your progress. Learn how to measure progress in such a way that as long as there is a movement, an upward movement, I think that should. How far? I can't say. Are you supposed to be running? Are you supposed to be flying? Are you supposed to be walking? Is it brisk walking? You're supposed to be crawling. As long as there is some type of movement, he said that you should acknowledge that that is also a movement. It is slow, but it is progress. Early success doesn't guarantee happiness. Because you bought a house when you are 19 or 20, you gave birth to a child when you are 21. Before 27, you've given back to all your children, you've gone back to the gym, you are looking all sharp and tight, and everything is okay. And all early success does not guarantee happiness. And there are so many examples we've seen online on platforms all over the world that early success does not guarantee happiness. So slow, stable growth will create deeper results that will bring a lot of fulfillment to you. So what if slowing down makes me lose opportunities? Well, you only lose opportunities if you really don't understand, because slowing down is supposed to help you recognize fake opportunities. Slowing down should help you recognize red flags, the mistakes you likely to have been made, that you have made, and stuff like that. So, but in a way of rounding off, I just want to say one more time that I think it's very appropriate for us to acknowledge that even when it is slow, let us acknowledge how to record our progress. That pressure to do well, I won't ask you not to put pressure on yourself, but with understanding, follow up with that pressure. Don't be so pressurized that you lose your mind. Don't be so pressurized that you are now out of control, or you are depressed because you saw the success of other people. The success of others does not mean you are failing. That's the first thing I established. But even when things are slow with you, when things are not appropriately condensed together, that it does not mean your life is not together. Just record your progress. You will see that there is a part of your life that is working. It is not all rounder bad. Your finance might not go as you want, but you're in good health. You have a roof over your head. There are so many other opportunities that we see around us. But the point I'm making is, I think we have to get to that point where we both acknowledge that life is not going to deliver all of these things at the same time. So when you are slow, record your progress. If you need to change your location, with wisdom, lots of inquiries, out of multitude of counsel, there is safety. Two good heads are better than one. Ask questions. Ask questions. Make lots of inquiries. But remember that being slow does not necessarily equal to failing in life. Some things just take time. Some things just take time. It took me time to understand that, but I've been dealt with. Now I know that some things just take time, and it doesn't mean I've done something wrong. It's not because God does not love me. It's not because it's because of the things that I've done in the past. All of that, it did not apply to this. Some things just take time, basically. So reevaluate your priorities. Remember again, once your definition of success are material things, you are likely to steal. Don't go to jail because you want to achieve success. If it is slow, measure your progress. That is what this book recommends. That's the end. 1 hour. Thank you for your time. I will not take this for granted. I always say, I don't see numbers, I see people. And I want you to know that I appreciate this from the depth of my heart. Thank you for everybody that joined. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for those that shared. Thank you for the gifts. I don't know what they are, but I see all those flowers. Mrs. Oni, ×2. Yes, I see it ×3 now. Oh, she, like you, I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I'll see you next week. And I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you have a very amazing day. Today is my daughter's birthday, and I'm so excited. I'm grateful. it gave me opportunity to really think about things, and I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. I don't even have words to describe how I feel today. My daughter turned 7, and it's a lot. It's a long story, but I'm just grateful. I thank my wife for the amazing party. I thank everybody that showed up, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. I love the way she was feeling today, and it's incredible. Again, thank you everybody for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Bye. See you next week.